So how are you doing with those new chords?
The chords are not causing me any issue. It's just that strum pattern. I can do the strum pattern, but I can't sing and do the strum pattern.
Ah, okay. That makes sense.
Yeah,
Yeah.
singing with the strum was hard for me too.
And me.
Okay. And the goal with the strum pattern is to have it become so easy, so much like it's just like walking. And that it just takes a lot of practice to have it get like walking, so that then you can sing, change chords, those other things, using your brain, but you don't have to use your brain for the strum. That's the goal with this strum, is you want it to just become really natural. But it's hard at first, so that's normal.
Can you demonstrate Three Little Birds for us with the strum pattern with the singing?
Yes.
Okay.
Let me pull that up. And did you see the link on the end, on the bottom of the page, to a recording of Three Little Birds?
Oh, I do see that. I didn't click on it.
Yeah, and to tell you the truth, I love Bob Marley, but I didn't remember the verse, "Rise up this morning." I didn't remember how that went until I listened to the recording a bunch of times. So, so let's see. Get out my ukulele. Why don't we do it with the, well, do you want to do it with me doing it so you can watch me, or would you rather do it with the recording?
I want to watch you.
Okay. Okay. So anybody who wants to play along can play along, or you can just watch me. So the strum is the down, down, up, down, up, down. Okay, now we'll do the song. Intro, C, C, don't worry. Oh, one thing though, let me show you. Let's see, I'm gonna share the screen with the music here. Okay, can everybody see this? Okay, so do you see how it has the C over the word worry? And then over the word every. So that's exactly where that chord happens. So it's a little bit confusing because this word goes with the strums that are happening before it, right? And then when you get to that word, you start a new strum, and that word is where you change chords. Does that make sense what I'm saying? Okay, all right, I'm gonna stop the share. Oops. And now we'll do it together. Here we go. So we'll just start with the intro, doing it 2 times, and then go right into the song. 1, 2, 3, 4. Don't worry about a thing. Sorry about my voice. 'Cause every little thing is gonna be alright. Don't worry about a thing, 'cause every little thing is gonna be alright. Rise up this morning, smiled with the rising sun. 3 little birds perched by my doorstep, singing sweet songs, a melody's pure and true. Oh, I'm so sorry about my voice. Saying, this is my message to you. Don't worry about a thing, 'cause every little thing is gonna be alright. Don't worry about a thing. 'Cause every little thing is gonna be alright. And then we do the last lines again. Don't worry about a thing. 'Cause every little thing is gonna be alright. Don't worry about a thing. 'Cause every little thing is gonna be alright. And then you can end it with just doing the last line if you want. 'Cause every little thing is gonna be alright. And you can just do that a bunch of times. We'll do this last one. 'Cause every little thing is gonna be alright. However you want to end it. The way that Bob does it is he just keeps going over and over again, and then it kind of fades out. So did it make a little bit more sense doing it that way? Or not really?
It made sense, but I'm still struggling.
Are you struggling with playing it or just with playing it and trying to sing?
I'm struggling with timing the change of the chords on the right words.
Sometimes I
Okay.
feel like there's more strum patterns needed or in the song than what I can fit in before you change words. So it's timing.
Yeah, I'm struggling with the timing.
Yeah. So so when he does it of course a lot faster. And it sounds like well, let me just play it for you faster, okay? Don't worry about a thing. 'Cause every little thing is gonna be alright. Don't worry about a thing. 'Cause every little thing is gonna be alright. So it's lots of strums with not very many words, and that's why it's a little bit odd. Let's go and do some other stuff. We'll come back to this and we'll talk about this some more, okay? So let's do, I want to hear you just play for me the D chord, everybody, okay? Just play the D chord. Let's do the D chord and then the C7 chord, you know, just this way. And then the C chord. So Jennifer, let's start with you. Great. Sharon? Great. Rachel? Great. And are you practicing the hammer with the D? You're all doing that? Okay. So let's go to chord exercise number 2. What's nice about chord exercise number 2 is it has that strum pattern written out, right, underneath it. So it kind of makes it a lot easier. Okay, so let's do this with that new strum, okay? So here we go. Starting on the D chord. 1, 2, 3, 4. Down, down, up. G7. Okay, am I going too fast for you? Let's go a little slower. Sorry. We'll go slower. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Down, down, up, down, up. up, G7, down, up, down, up, C7, down, up, down, up, C, down, up, down, up, F, down, up, down, up, C7, down, up, down, up, C7, down, up, down, up, F, down, up, down, up, D, down, up, G7, down, up, down, up, C, down, up, down, up, C7, down, up, down, up, F, down, up, down, up, D, down, up, down, up, G7, down, up, down, up, C, down, up, down, up, F, down, up, down, up, D, down, up, down, up, G7, down, up, down, up, C, down, up, down, up, F, down, up, down, up, down. Okay, now, was this easier or harder than the song?
Easier.
A lot easier.
It's
Anybody
easier.
else? You agree? Everybody say it's easier than the song?
Yeah.
Okay, so playing wise, this is actually much harder than the song, because in the song you have the same chord like 4 times in a row, where this exercise you only have the chord 1 time, but we're playing it much slower, and that's why it feels like it's so much easier. This should actually go about like this. So you see, it's much harder than the song. So this is where you want to be practicing that strum pattern, not with the song. This is what you want to practice a lot. If you get good at this, the song's going to seem like no problem. And the chord exercises that I give you will always be harder than any songs that you're working on. And if they seem easy, it means you should just go faster, because this is where you're going to really get that strum. And this is the only thing I'm going to give you that actually has that strum written out. Everything else is not going to have the strum written out. And no music that you ever get from the internet or anything is going to have the music written, the strum written out. So you really want to practice this strum pattern using this exercise. So let's have each of you play it for me. Let's start with you, Jennifer, and just play it as fast or as slow as you want, just with no pauses.
Sorry.
All right. Okay. So that was really good. And I want you to really work on this, okay? And you want to work on it first, looking at the notes for your strum pattern, but then I want you to get to where you don't need to look at the strum pattern while you're playing it and get it
Okay.
faster. So that's the goal, is to get this one faster and to start and really feel that strum pattern. But that was great. Okay, Sharon. All right, very nice, Sharon. That was really good. You look like you just ran a marathon.
I know. It's just harder with with the song. This is not as hard for me, I don't feel like, but anyway.
Well, and I think the reason why it's not as hard is because you're not thinking a melody that's different while you're playing it. You're just playing this. And that's why
Right.
this is where you get it to where you can walk without thinking about it. And remember, that's our goal, is to get our strum so that you don't have to think about it. And you're not going to do that if you learn the strum while you're learning a song, right? So, I mean, right, it's just like anybody doing rehab, right? When they first learn to walk again, you want them just walking. You don't want them walking and patting their head at the same time. So that's what this is just walking. I want you just focusing on this and just getting to where that chord, that is easy for you, okay? And where you hear it in your head. So much of ukulele is getting it into your body, right? So you want to just, so practice this a lot, okay? Okay, Rachel.
Okay.
Okay, Rachel, I want you to go a little slower and don't pause when you do your chord changes.
Okay.
Okay, and remember at the very end, you want to have on that last F, you want to have this line like this and have it say let ring.
Ring.
So the very last one, you just do a down, just a let it ring.
Okay.
Okay. All right, good. Now, but I just can't stress enough that this is where you need to practice your strum. So don't practice the song more than you practice this. The song will be easy once you can do this. All right. So this is what I really want you to put your time into. So this week, this should be your biggest priority, is this exercise. Okay. Now, when I say get it fast, that means no pauses. So be sure that you're not playing it fast, but then having to pause to do your chord changes. So keep going slow with no pauses and then just go a little bit faster and then a little bit faster. Does everybody understand? Because the
I know I
pause is
pause
our
every
enemy on
time
the
I do
ukulele.
G7.
What's that?
I pause every time I go to G7. The other chord changes I don't have trouble with, but it seems like I always pause with G7.
Okay, so I'm going to give you guys, or at least you, Rachel, I'm going to give you another exercise, and it's going to be D to G7. That's a hard change. So you're just going to do D, G7, D, and I just want you to do it like this. D, G7, D, G7, D, G7. And everyone remember this for the rest of your ukulele playing life. Anytime that you have a chord that makes you pause going to it or leaving it, stop playing what you're playing and just work on that one chord so that you don't waste your time learning a song, right? So that D, G7, that's pretty tricky. So let's just all of us do that one. You're just going to do it with the one strum. That's how you do it. One strum. D, G7. And then I'm going to give you also G7, C. Oh, sorry. G7, C7. G7, C7. G7, C7. Okay. And then let's see. Yeah. Okay, so I want you to work on those two, and I'll have those in the homework, okay? All right. You guys are doing great, and I don't want you to feel like you're not. You're doing fantastic. This is you know, a lot of times we have these little tiny steps up on the uke. Going to a new strum pattern is a big step up. All right. And that's why we're playing the song, but I don't want you to focus on the song because you're going to get frustrated. I want you to focus on the strum pattern and then play the song also, but then the song's going to be really easy once you get that strum pattern really good. Okay. And use that recording, play along with that recording. It helps to get the song in your head. You can even listen to the recording and not sing along. Okay. The reason for that recording is because it's in the same key. When Bob Marley does it, he does it in a really hard key. So when you play with this one, you can play right along to it and it sounds right. Okay. So let's do If You're Happy. Are we still doing If You're Happy? I have it in the homework, so I think we are. Let's do that. See if we can get rid of that one. Okay, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. If you're happy and you know it, then you really want to show it. If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. If you're happy and you know it, stomp your feet. If you're happy and you know it, stomp your feet. If you're happy and you know it, then you really want to show it. If you're happy and you know it, stomp, stomp, hooray. If you're happy and you know it, do all three. Clap, clap, stomp, stomp, hooray. If you're happy and you know it, then you really want to show it. If you're happy, you know it, do all three. Clap, clap, stomp, stomp, hooray. All right. So Jennifer, let's, hello, our little add-on. Jennifer, let's have you play, just play me the intro and the first verse.
If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. If you're happy and you know it, and you really want to show it. If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands.
Good job. Good job. Sharon, let's have you play the first verse.
Ooh.
Let's start again. Start again
Yeah.
and get your uke real good in your hands, okay? Do this
All right.
thing and get it really. Sometimes I do the same thing. I pick up my uke and I just start playing and then I'm like, wait a minute, I don't have. Okay, let's go slower so there's no pauses.
Okay.
Let's do it about like this. Let's see. That's slow.
If you're happy. I can't sing it and do it. All right,
Did
come
you
back to
practice
me.
this one this week?
I did. I practiced it, but I've got that other strum pattern, and I'm having a hard time flipping back and forth.
Okay, we'll come back to you. Practice it just on your own and listening, okay? And we'll come back. It's hard to switch. Sometimes I sing the wrong melody to a new song because I've got the other one in my head. Okay, Rachel.
If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. If you're happy and you know it, then you really want to show it. If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands.
Okay, great. Hey, and Rachel, what brand is your ukulele? I can't remember.
This is a Pono. We bought it in Hawaii. It's 100% koa wood.
Yeah, Pono is a really great brand. That's a really great ukulele.
Peter won't let me bring it anywhere like camping or out of the house, or he's very protective of it.
Yeah, you might want to get a cheap one that you can take out to do things. But
Yeah.
but I understand. I have a Kamaka and I don't ever take it anywhere. So yeah, Pono's really a nice ukulele. Okay. But get one that you can go have fun with and take places.
Yeah, I do. Like my daughter has one that was a super cheap kid one. We are allowed to take that one out of the house.
I'm glad that your keeper allows you.
Yeah. Well, it is his.
Oh, it's his ukulele?
Oh yeah.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
Well, you know what? If you end up buying one for yourself, I recommend that you get a concert size because that's a soprano. And I think you'll find a concert a little bit easier to play even. So if you're ever looking to buy one that's less expensive than a Pono, but nice enough that you'll get a good sound, let me know and I can give you some suggestions. And then that way
Okay.
you'll have one that's yours that you can take out and play when you're traveling
Yeah.
and stuff.
Oh, I understand. This is something he's sharing with me. So
Yeah, but
Yeah.
if you want to, I think think you'd like a concert size a little bit better because it's a little bigger. And so I think that wouldn't be the worst thing for you if you got your own uke, actually. So
Yeah, I think so too.
yeah. So think about it and let me know if you want any advice on that.
Thanks.
Okay. Although he already knows all the good brands, because Pono's really a good brand. So
I think we were in Kauai and we came across it and it was a great price and he just couldn't believe it. So he bought it. And then his mom bought one because she couldn't believe it. It was just great timing.
wow. Do you mind me asking what the price was?
I don't remember.
But that's fantastic.
I can ask him and tell you next week.
Yeah, because to get one of those at a great price, that's a really fantastic thing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'll find out.
Okay. All right. And do you have access to go to stores and stuff, or are you
Well, I live in Tahoe and we don't have stores.
Oh, that's true. You really don't. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
You're right.
We have a Kmart.
The only reason I said that is because it'd be nice for you to go try a concert just so you had an idea. I'll give you an example of the difference in the size. So this one's a soprano and this one's a concert. You see how much bigger it is,
Yeah.
and the neck is also longer. And so I think you might enjoy a concert size. You might find it a little easier to play and a little
Yeah.
bit. Jennifer, you have a concert, I believe, right? That's a concert, isn't it? And it's just kind of nice. It also gives you a little bit more room in between the frets. So anyway, something to think about.
If I make it to a city, like when I lived in LA, there was a guitar center.
Oh, yeah.
I don't live anywhere near anything.
Well, and you can order them online, and if you order from certain places, they do what they call a setup, which means that they go through your uke before they mail it to you and make sure that all the strings are exactly the right distance and everything. So if you did want to mail order one, and you can even have them play it for you before you buy it, so you know what it sounds like.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So ukulele has been the instrument of the pandemic. And so places have completely sold out of ukes, and now they've kind of gotten them all back in stock and stuff. So a lot of people are mail ordering ukes. You just want to make sure if you mail order one that you get one from a place that sets it up before you buy it, so you don't get it and then feel like you have to change something. Okay, great. All right, Sharon, I took as long as I possibly could with Rachel. Now
I appreciate that. I
I've been wanting to ask you about your uke, Rachel, so that was a good good way to do that. Okay, let's do that again, but no pause at the end. Go slower, go slower. Okay, you're doing down, down, up, pause, down, up, pause, down, down. It's got to be down, down, up, down, down, up, down, down, up. Here, just play this for me. Just play down, down, up, down, down, up, down. Just that. There you go. Awesome.
I'm just rhythmically challenged.
Well, part of it is that getting it out of your head and getting it back in your head. There are a few songs that when I'm teaching, I tend to sing the wrong melody on because I get it in my head playing one song and then I go to the next and I'm totally singing the wrong melody. So a lot of it is just changing, but you actually, you nailed that. That was really good. You got that great. So
I could tell I was having a hard time just getting into the groove of that.
yeah.
I knew I could do it because I've done it, but I just
Right, and you don't normally have trouble changing between those chords. You just were kind of, sometimes we get in the habit of doing it that way. So good. So we're done with that song. So you don't have to worry about that one anymore. Okay, so let's do Good Night, Ladies. Okay, let's do it all together. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Good night, ladies. Good night, ladies. Good night, ladies. We hate to see you go. Good night. Okay, all right, Jennifer, play that for me.
Good night, ladies. Good night, ladies. Good night, ladies. We hate to see you go.
All right, close enough. You did the ultimate ukulele rule, which is if you make a mistake, you just sing louder. So that's the, you kept the song going. That was really good. Okay, Sharon.
You know, let me listen to Rachel do it first.
Okay, all right. All right, Rachel, you're up.
Good night, ladies. Good night, ladies. Good night, ladies. We hate to see you go.
Okay, great. And Rachel, you'll get a nicer sound out of your uke if you can strum a little higher up.
Okay.
So just try this again for me, and I want to have you strum just a little higher up on the neck.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
It already sounds better.
Uh-huh.
Good night, ladies. Good night, ladies. Good night, ladies. We hate to see you go.
I lost my place.
That's okay. But it did sound much better strumming up here. So good job. And a lot of that's just remembering that you want this really stuck into that arm. You don't want it loose. And that's partly so that if you do go to a larger uke, also you're able to do that. Okay, Sharon.
Good night, ladies. Good night, ladies. Good night, ladies. We hate to see you go.
I missed that last drum.
Yeah, but that's okay. Good job. Okay, so we're gonna get rid of that song. And I just realized I'm gonna put you guys back on to share screen. I just realized that you actually, can you see what I'm showing you here? Part of the homework was to do this one strum. So I really want you to do that this week, okay? Because you got to get to where these chords are easy for you. And I know they're not hard for you, but where you can change between them and other chords, okay? So don't skip this. This is really important. Okay, everybody see what I'm talking about? Okay. All right. So let's go to Leaving on a Jet Plane.
want you to know this has put me back on a John Denver kick. I've been listening to stuff like crazy lately.
Oh, that's so funny. That's great.
Dating myself, but
Oh, did you know that you can get a banjo-lele, which is a banjo uses the same, plays the chords the same as the ukulele. So you can get a banjo-lele that's about the same size as a ukulele, except it has a round head and play, and it's banjo. It's amazing. I've never owned one. I've just seen them, but there you go. If you really get into John, you might want to. Okay, so here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, so we go 1, 2, 3. All my bags are, okay, is that all right? So here we go. 1, 2, 3. All my bags are packed. I'm ready to go. I'm standing here outside your door. I hate to wake you up to say goodbye, but the dawn is breaking, it's early morn. The taxi's waiting, he's blowing his horn. Already I'm so lonesome I could die. So kiss me and smile for me. Tell me that you'll wait for me. Tell me like you'll never let me go. 'Cause I'm leaving on a jet plane. Don't know when I'll be back again. Oh, babe, I hate to go. There's so many times I've let you down. So many times I've played around. I tell you now, they don't mean nothing. Every place I go, I'll think of you. Every song I sing, I'll sing for you. When I come back, I'll bring your wedding ring. So kiss me and smile for me. Tell me that you'll wait for me. Hold me like you'll never let me go. 'Cause I'm leaving on a jet plane. Don't know when I'll be back again. Oh, babe, I hate to go. So kiss me. So you just repeat that, or just go back to "'cause I'm leaving on a jet plane." Okay, so Jennifer, let's have you play that for me.
Okay. All my bags are packed. I'm ready to go. I'm standing.
Hey, Jennifer?
Yeah.
See if you can move your hand up a little bit so you're strumming here. You'll get so much nicer sound. Yeah, there you go. I know it's hard for you and I. We have short arms,
I
but,
have.
but,
Yeah.
see if you can do it.
Okay. All my bags are
slower, a little slower.
All my bags are packed. I'm ready to go. I'm standing here outside your door. I hate to wake you up to say goodbye, but the dawn is breaking. It's early morning. The taxi's waiting. He's blowing his horn. Already I'm so lonesome I could die. So kiss me and smile for me. Tell me that you'll wait for me. Hold me like you'll never let me go. 'Cause I'm leaving on a jet plane. I don't know when I'll be back again. Oh, babe, I hate to go. There's so many times I've let you down. So many times I played around. I tell you now, they don't mean a thing. Every place I go, I think of you. Every song I sing, I'll sing for you. When I come back, I'll bring your wedding ring. So kiss me and smile for me. Tell me that you'll wait for me. Hold me like you'll never let me go. 'Cause I'm leaving on a jet plane. I don't know when I'll be back again. Oh, babe, I hate to go.
Awesome. Good job. Good job. Okay, Sharon.
All my bags are packed. I'm ready to go. I'm standing here outside your door. I hate to wake you up to say goodbye, but the dawn is breaking. It's early morning. That didn't sound right.
Just start on the chorus again, Sharon. So kiss me and smile. It's okay. You just got a little bit off.
lost my place. Tell me that you waiting for me.
It's okay. Sharon, can you hear me? Sharon? Sharon? Sharon, actually, you're doing fantastic with this song. You're doing really well. And I think it's because you know the song so well and you can hear it. So you're doing great. Don't be down on yourself about this. It sounds fantastic. Okay. Really, really, really good. Okay, Rachel, let's hear you.
Okay, this is the barbershop version, obviously. All my bags are packed, I'm ready to go. I'm standing here outside your door. I hate to wake you up to say goodbye. But the dawn is breaking, it's early morn. The taxi's waiting, he's blowing his horn. Already I'm so lonesome I could die. So kiss me and smile for me. Tell me that you'll wait for me. Hold me like you'll never let me go. 'Cause I'm leaving on a jet plane. Don't know when I'll be back again. Oh, babe, I hate to go. There's so many times I've let you down. So many times I've played around. Tell you now, they don't mean a thing. Every place I go, I'll think of you. Every song I sing, I'll sing for you. When I come back, I'll bring your wedding ring. So kiss me and smile for me. Tell me that you'll wait for me. Hold me like you'll never let me go. 'Cause I'm leaving on a jet plane. Don't know when I'll be back again. Oh, babe, I hate to go. Sort of.
That's okay. That was totally fine. That was what, maybe just listen to the recording a little bit more and get the melody more in your ear, but you're doing fine. So, okay, so listen, this is what I'm going to give you for the homework. I'm going to share the screen so you can all see it. Okay, can everybody see this? Now, I would like you to practice it in the same order that I have it here. Okay, this way you're going from one thing to the next that's still the same. So don't start out with Three Little Birds. I want you to start out just going through your chords, make sure they sound good, then the hammer 10 times, then this one strum, do that until you've got that really good, then leaving on a jet plane. Okay, so in that order, then I want you to do chord exercise number 2 using the strum pattern, the down, down, up, down, up, and then the song Three Little Birds. Okay, I think if you practice in this order, that it's actually going to work better. And it's a better way to use your fingers as well as you're practicing. Okay? So now this is our 10th class. And so what I'm going to do now is we're going to have to combine some classes in the future. So what I'd like to know is with you guys, if you can tell me now, and if you can't, then I'll just, I'll figure it out. We'll just send emails out. But do you guys want to continue, all three of you? If you don't, I don't want you to feel like you have to say yes. Would you rather, would it be easier if we send an email out and you can just kind of think about it and decide?
I'd love to continue.
Yeah.
I'd like to continue.
I want to continue too.
Okay, so is there a day or time that you could do besides Saturday?
Weekend, I'm off on weekends, so Sunday works for me.
Okay,
For me, any time at 11 is fine. Or before 1, I'll be
So-
okay.
so the three of you, do you all have to be on a weekend, right? You can't do it any other time or day?
I could probably do it in an evening, but I'm pretty useless.
Okay,
I just work every 4th weekend, but then I work during the week. So my week hours, it's different. It's
every
different.
week. So this would be how you'd be able to consistently. Okay, now what if we moved this class to 12 o'clock? Would you be able to do it as well? If we moved the class 1 hour later?
I could make that work.
Yeah, it should be okay.
Okay. Okay, so you could all do 12 instead of 11. Sharon, if we did your weekday hours,
I typically work till 5, but sometimes till 9. I mean, it just fluctuates. So, I mean, you all can schedule what you want to schedule, and I'll make the ones that I can, and I'll keep up with. I don't want you to have to.
yeah, don't worry. I just want to find out everybody's availability, and then we'll figure it out from there. So,
And then
so Jennifer, what about for you? Could you do weekdays, or do you need to do weekends?
I could do weekdays and weekends as long as it's before 1 or 2.
Okay, so even weekdays you couldn't do until, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So you need to have it finished by 2 o'clock, is that right?
Yeah, because I go to work at 3 p.m.
Okay.
God bless the night shift.
Yeah.
So
So,
hard.
no way.
Gotta drink coffee.
oh, I bet. Okay, so what if we did, could you guys also do 1 o'clock instead of 12 o'clock if we needed to? Could everybody here do that on a Saturday? Okay. Okay, so this is really good. So, let's see. Okay, and could you all do a Sunday instead of a Saturday, or is Saturday better than Sunday for you?
I can do both.
Either is fine.
Yeah, I could do both.
Okay, great. So next week, we're just gonna meet as normal, but hopefully I'll know what's going on by then, okay? So, so this is great. Okay. Okie dokie. You guys are awesome.
Thank you,
I'll
Liz.
see you next week. I'm so glad you guys want to continue because you're just really fun to teach, all of you. Okay.
We're so appreciative of your willingness to teach us.
You're a patient woman.
Thank you.
You're so welcome. It's super fun for me. All right, guys. And I'm just so grateful for you all and what you're doing with your lives. All right. Have a great weekend. Have a great week. I'll see you next
Thanks, Liz. Bye, guys.
Bye-bye.
Bye.